And welcome, buddy, across the fruited plains and around the globe. This is Canyon Lake Broadcasting, coming to you live from Canyon Lake, Texas, as the boys' soccer team takes on the visiting Gonzales Apaches. We welcome everybody here tonight, and thank you for joining our program. Canyon Lake Broadcasting, the voice of the Hawks, taking on his first soccer game of the year here in the box, as they say. Producing the show will be Darren Lesturgeon, doing a little action over there, a little commentation.
Little commentation, give you a little bit of 411 on soccer. Glad to be doing our very first event in the soccer arena, so to speak.
We are. And on my left over here was with a sports gumbo of information about Gonzales. Apparently what's to come from L.J. Anderson is going to be things we haven't known about since the 50s.
That's true.
I'm not sure what that is, but I'm holding with the bated breath.
I would hold your breath because it's going to be guaranteed fantastic. But I think for the first time in my life, we're going to have to call soccer football because that's the only way that I'm qualified to even be in this box. But
it's time to broaden your horizons there, LJ.
I'm broad. I'm sitting over here on the left-hand side of a couple of intelligent men that know a lot more about what's about to happen than I do, but I will add value in humor.
An added value tonight, LJ Anderson's a little bit on Gonzales and some facts that go back before we were all present here on this big blue marble we call Earth. So looking forward to that as well. The other person tonight will be Chad Parma. He'll be working the camera, and I think LJ and Chad might be splitting some time on that. Who knows what's going to happen there, but we're glad to be here. Welcome everybody from Gonzales, Texas, a great town, a great sports city, and a historic town and sports city, and a good soccer program there in the town of Gonzales, and we welcome everybody over there, Mr. Cox, Miss Cox, Mr. Schumacher as well, as long as Michael Waddy, the athletic director over there. We welcome you guys if you're listening tonight. And it's a long trip, so we're glad to be able to do what we do tonight just for these occasions.
Yeah, absolutely. We certainly like to call the action and like to keep it local. That's what we do. But also mom, dads, and people from out of town, they get a chance to listen to it if they can't make the long trip here. And being in South Texas, these districts get pretty wide, especially in some of the sports like this where you're a long ways from each other, and it's good to be able to provide that service.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a listener in Canada tonight.
Canada.
Sheck, his grandparents are in Canada.
That'd be Josh Sheck.
Josh Sheck, yep. They're listening tonight. And that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
He'll play a little middle forward, I think, is what he'll be playing a little bit here tonight. And looking forward to that.
With about the roundabout.
Yeah, so we welcome all.
I want to apologize to all Canadians right now.
Yeah, we're just go out there.
I did get lost in Canada, the most lost I've ever been, and it took me 2.5 hours to get around the city of Toronto twice because I was trying to take the 401A. And there wasn't an A in the 401. It was only the 401. It went to Ludington.
He's going to be here all night, folks.
So
That's right.
the full routine he's got.
So Darren marches in with the apology, and then LJ piles on with an insult
Well-
right after.
No, I'm not. I'm not apologizing. I'm apologizing for my own ignorance because that dude at the Avis counter had no idea what hit him when Country came to town,
So
and he was not very complimentary of the fact that I didn't understand what he was talking about.
and now you know the rest of the story. Well, everybody here, welcome Canyon Lake fans as well. We got a bunch of people online here from Canyon Lake, and the last 3 years, soccer's really come on strong here since 2019 team went up to the state semifinals, and they made their way of a Cinderella story, if you will, under a different coach, Coach Tierney, and Coach San Miguel is also assistant coach. He was there well, and some of the younger players on the varsity squad were here during that championship drive to state, and what a ride it was.
Absolutely. You talked about Josh Sheck. He absolutely was a part of that team and a big part of that team and has been a big part of the soccer program for 4 years now. And in net, actually, those that are close to the program understand that we had the primary goalie at the time that was not able to play because of a couple of situations. And, we had Sean Bell come in. And Sean Bell was a sophomore at the time and just really was so solid in that goal during that state run that he absolutely just solidified himself in the position. And, when out of the goalie, you need somebody that has got a tough mentality and somebody that really has a strong leg and get that clear you out. And it's something that Sean certainly does have.
Yeah, well, he made a name for himself, and he's going to be the goalie tonight for Canyon Lake. So the Hawks here now coached by Coach Schrader. He comes from Denton
Geyer.
Denton Geyer, I'm sorry. And I was thinking about something else up there.
You were thinking about football, weren't you?
I was, North Texas.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
How did you know?
They had a little run in the playoffs.
But we have football tonight here at Canyon Lake, and Coach Schrader comes from up there, and he brings his wife and daughter, and she's playing soccer tonight in Gonzales at the JV level, and maybe they're on the road, but we've got a lot of girls on the road playing at Gonzales tonight, and they said they would log on the bus ride home to watch the game, and then, of course, we have all the people from in Gonzales, Texas as well, and they have a vaunted history of soccer in Gonzales, and at this point in time, we're going to turn this one over because I can't take it anymore.
You're waiting with bated breath. You've been teased for the last hour about the deep historical information that LJ's got on Gonzales, and absolutely we want to hear that.
It's like the dating game. You never see who's across the other side. You'll wait until the end of the show until you find out who the date is, right?
Absolutely.
That's how much anxiety I have right now.
So do you want to talk a little bit about Gonzales soccer and let me sprinkle in the vast knowledge of Gonzales history, or would you rather just go straight to it? I'll let y'all pick.
Well, I'll tell you, I'd kind of like to just go straight into Gonzales' soccer history, and if you can sprinkle in some of that other stuff, you can. It's your clip.
Well, let's talk a little football. Soccer.
Football.
I got to tell you, I was amazed. Now, doing some research on Gonzales soccer, and last year, Gonzales had quite the soccer program, Corey. They were 22-1. They had 21 wins, 2 losses, and a tie, and an undefeated record at home, 13-0. They're 7-1 away. They were on a 6-win streak on March 6th, and then
COVID.
It happened.
It happened.
It happened. And we saw example of this, and we can feel for these kids as we watch and look over the baseball diamond. Our kids went through that a little bit as they were, a very bright program, suddenly snapped to an end, and it's a shame because they were a very talented soccer team. They had 106 goals. They averaged 4.4 goals per game. 5 seniors graduated, so, we saw that similar in baseball on our side of the fence. And you can only imagine how brokenhearted they were. They were exceptional. Points for, 119. Points against, 19. And their largest margin of victory in 2020 was 13. So, flash forward to 2021. Of course, everybody's trying to get used to this and getting back in the groove. 5 seniors gone. Still a very talented Gonzales soccer team. They're 3-2 at home, 1-1 away. They have 1 loss neutral their last game match. Is it a match or game? The last match was a loss. Points for, 27. Points against, 29. So they're running at a 2-point deficit. Their largest margin of victory was by 9, and that was against one of our conference mates, and that is Danville.
Danville.
So one of our district groups. But, you know that the newly promoted Charles Bunch has got a stable of kids, because on that team that did play so well last year, there are a significant number of sophomores that are juniors this year. And so there's a lot of talent. What I understand is a lot of speed and maybe just a little bit of inexperience as they're preparing to get into their district play. So I think I really believe that Canyon Lake has their hands full against a team, the Gonzales Apaches, that throughout history has been known to battle. So everybody knows that Gonzales was the birthplace of Texas, right? They call it the Lexington of Texas, where the first battle started. But I'm going to tell you a little history about that battle. So they're famous for the flag. Come and take it. They had a town cannon. And on October 2nd, 1835, they resisted several Mexican bandits who were there to steal that cannon, to take it on their own. And they challenged them by shouting in the street, "Come and take it." So the "Come and take it" flag was born
Here we go.
out of a phrase basically challenging, saying, "Come and take it." But even more interesting is that it was also the location of the largest retreat in Texas history, where Sam Houston gathered up his men, decided to burn the town down. And retreated to the location where we all know at San Jacinto that we finally
he went east very quickly.
He did.
He was one of the original people that burnt towns down.
He did. He was. So they sent the cavalry.
All for good cause.
All for good cause.
Right.
Okay, I'm following it.
He was giving. Actually, he did it for the purpose of giving Santa Ana hope. And they really got down there and started celebrating the fact that they had scared us out of there. And so naturally, that's what happened. Interestingly enough, those two activities were the spark of the revolution and what caused Santa Ana to get complacent and therefore lose the war. And Texas became an independent nation.
They did.
So here, I've got more. It gets better. 1851, Gonzales College opened. And believe it or not, Gonzales College was the first college in Texas to ever give a diploma to a woman.
Progressive.
Trendsetters.
So not only is Gonzales the Lexington of Texas, but they also are the first place to offer diversification in the state of Texas.
See, check Texas trend-setting. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it gets better. In 1947, A&M, y'all's alma mater, opened up a poultry experiment station in Gonzales, Texas.
Yes, absolutely.
Poultry.
And I'm telling you what, they know a lot about chickens.
They invented Chick-fil-A.
It really became so popular that before Chick-fil-A, they had, in 1949, the first annual Friar Frolic. And the Friar Frolic lasted for a few years. There are several that are clamoring for it to come back.
Well, why wouldn't you? Really?
Well,
I mean, honestly.
I have a feeling we're going to hear about Friar Frolic in football season.
The Friar Frolic.
Baseball. Somewhere. That will come up again.
This note is being preserved in history so that we can talk about this again. We open up in baseball in Gonzales. So I'm kind of excited to be able to talk more about the ultimate chicken parade. And believe it or not, the Air Force from close to your heart, the Air Force from San Antonio came in to march and participate in the parade, and that's what kicked it all off.
Holy cow. The Air Force, Friar Frolicking, progressive women, degrees.
Yes.
Wow.
But wait, there's more.
There's more. It's like that. It's like that knife commercial. Just when you thought you had it all for 1995.
Yes.
Literally.
Yes.
There's something else.
Yes.
Okay.
In 1868, our Gonzales Progressive College renamed itself, reinvented itself. Of course, now they're recovering after the Civil War, and it become destitute. So they reconstituted themselves, and it became the Masonic and Odd Fellows College.
Well, that will recruit people right there.
Wow.
I mean,
That is a way to draw them in.
To
I
draw
mean,
'em in.
that is about like being a Weatherford kangaroo.
Is the town laid out in a Masonic triangle?
No, I don't.
Knights Templar.
I don't know, but I will say this: in the centroid of town, and probably what it's most famous for right now,
Is Centroid a word?
it is.
Okay,
it is.
checking.
If you go to Canada, you can find one.
Hey?
But the Gonzales Food Market has to be, in L.J. Anderson's opinion, in the top 3 barbecue places. In the
Oh,
United
yeah.
States.
There we go. Now we're
All
talking.
right. So
I can get my hands on this one.
started by the Lopez family. Chano Lopez opened up this place over 50 years ago. His son Pablo ran it for almost 50 years and then passed away. And now Richard Lopez. So it is not only still one of the best places to go, it's still family owned by the same family, and probably the place that everybody should plan on stopping before the baseball game when we open up against them on February 26th, I
Something
believe.
like that.
So,
So,
friends, I told you it was going to be the epic Gonzales History Fest.
so let me think of this now. We've got barbecue on the square. That's what I'm going to take away. Progressive degrees to women in the 1850s.
That's right.
A chicken frolic, right?
The Friar Frolic.
Friar Frolic, the Air Force Marching Band, and then we have some kind of Masonic Temple College.
That's right.
Odd.
And Odd Fellows.
Odd Fellows.
And Odd Fellows.
And Odd Fellows. Well, did we get an honorary degree from that place?
I don't know, but
you might deserve one.
as my pastor says every once in a while, brothers and sisters, it don't get no better than that. Can I have an amen?
Amen. Well, it's things you want to know, didn't thought you knew, and then things you probably didn't want to know. That's LJ and
At his best.
Friar Frolic
That's right.
and the Odd Fellows, the Odd Couple. Anyways, it's not Odd Couples.
Odd Fellows.
Odd Fellows. I was thinking about the TV show.
Yeah. So let it be known that what I don't know about soccer, I made up for in poultry.
And now you know the rest of the story.
All right, boys, take it away.
Well, thank you, LJ, for your in-depth analysis of. I'm thinking about that barbecue. I know where that
I'm
place is
telling
at.
yes, and you once you start thinking about it, you can't get it off your mind.
No, I know. I know exactly what you're talking about. Holy Toledo.
It
Holy
literally is
Friar
the
Frolics.
best. It is. It
Wow.
is.
Wow. Well, you everybody listening from Gonzales, we hope you've set you up for a fine meal over there. We do what we can for our.
They probably know it.
They know. Oh, they know it.
It's probably something.
They know it.
That is not a secret.
Yeah. Well, it was not a secret to me, but the Odd Couple was. The Odd
Odd
Fellows.
Fellow. Yeah,
Odd
that,
Fellows.
that
I'm going to get
was-
that right in a
was-
minute. Well, we got a soccer game to play here, believe it or not, and some announcements to go to the incoming lineups that you will. We're gonna got a camera on Chad Palmer's outside, right?
Yeah, we got a cameraman working one camera. We got this one here that we will rotate around as necessary.
Mm-hmm.
And
But,
well, I think we're set to actually bring the game. We're actually streaming, so that's good.
Well, good. Welcome everybody again from Canyon Lake, Texas. This is Canyon Lake Broadcasting, the voice of the Hawks. For now, till somebody hears this show again being taped. For the next few hours anyway. The voice of the Hawks. Welcome everybody here in Canyon Lake as well. And we'll get the job done here tonight with the announcement of the rosters and teams. And we are glad to be here and to get things done through soccer, through the four of us, Chad, LJ, Darren, and myself, Corey. So at this time, I believe we'll go into roster mode. So hang on just a minute.
Yeah, so we're going to do the announcement of the rosters on each side, and then it'll be followed by playing of the national anthem. So Corey's going to take his position here and start the announcement of players. So you won't hear. Well, we're gonna play him back through as well, I think, just so that you get the full experience, and then we'll bring you the national anthem, and then there'll be first kick.
Yeah, absolutely. here we come with the rosters. Welcome by to Canyon Lake High School, the home of the Hawks. Welcome by from Gonzales, Texas. And now, the announcement of the roster. Starting first, the visiting team, the Apaches of Gonzales. Number 1, Jose Velasquez. Number 2, Alejandro Reyna. Number 3, Alan Ortuna. Number 4, Richard Grimm. Number 5, Sebastian Alvarez. Number 7, Carlos Mendoza. Number 8, Tristan Gomez. Number 9, Duran Mendoza. Number 13, Sergio Vasquez. Number 14, Luis Garcia. Number 15, Alberto Rodriguez. Number 16, Luis Fernandez. Number 18, Esteban Matabelas. Number 20, Jonathan Gahea. Number 21, Ivan Reyna. Number 23, Brian Diaz. Number 24, Jorge Salinas. Number 25, Giovanni Mata. Number the goalkeeper is Esteban Godia. And the other goalkeeper is Luis Rodriguez. Superintendent for Gonzales ISD is John Schumacher, high school principal Whitney Cox, athletic director Michael Waldy, athletic trainers Tristan White, and the coaches for tonight game are Charlie Bunch and Billy Holyfield. And now, your 2021 Canyon Lake High School Boys Varsity roster. Gully, number 00, Sean Bell. Number 1, Reed Vincer. Number 2, Christian Ramirez. Number 3, Edward Rodriguez. Number 4, Nate Rios. Number 6, Ethan Shalmar. Number 7, Colin Prispro. Number 9, Josh Sheck. Number 10, Josh Nelson. Number 11, Jonathan Ramirez. Number 12, Alex Garcia. Number 13, Dylan Clark. Number 17, Edward Santos. Number 19, Arias Espinoza. Number 26, Julian Hernandez. Number 27, Daniel Garcia. The head coach is Cody Schrader. Assistant coach Chris San Miguel. Trainers is freshman Junior and Javier Izuzes. Superintendent here for the ISD is Andrew Pierre. The athletic director is Deanna Tyler. The athletic director here at King High School is Charlie Drum. Welcome to King High School. Now, the national anthem.
And we'll bring you the national anthem as it gets played here.
All right, the national anthem. Thank everybody. Welcome again for joining us here tonight on the road, home, or in Gonzales, and the Canyon Lake Nation as well. Canyon Lake, in its own right, we talked about them a little bit. They had a great run in 2019, made it to state semifinals, and had met Gonzales during that time. And then also these two teams have met since then. LJ talked about how great they were last year.
Yeah.
And here we go again. A little rivalry has blossomed here in 2 years.
Well, yes, we split with them during that 2019 season, winning in a thriller during the playoffs and losing in a tiebreaker early in the season. Last year, Gonzales had the better of the team and beat them twice. So yeah, it's going to be fun tonight just to see how they stack up. And they went deep last year. Gonzales did, and so we'll see how they match up tonight.
Absolutely. It's good to be here. It's our first game of the season. And again, we welcome everybody. Thank you for the faculty and staff and everybody here tonight making it happen. We've got several officials that are in the booth here running the clock and on the grounds. A lot of people playing soccer here on both sides, and look forward to tonight's matchup. So we're going to give it the best shot we can. We welcome everybody, and we're going to, I just can't get the fact that barbecue on the square over there is, that food. I'm thinking about that food.
It's charming. I mean, it's it'll lure you in like the genie does to the bottle.
Yes.
And then you can't get out.
Can't.
You go in there and you eat and you think you're full and then you keep eating. I don't know what it is.
Well, talking about
terrible.
eating, we're going to give away some Mima's Tacos tonight and some $10 gift certificates from Mima's Tacos tonight. 2 $8 gift certificates will be online. And so get ready for that at halftime. We'll give you a number to win the coveted Mima's Tacos, the All Delicious. And we'll do what we can. Well, Darren, you ready to take your first soccer game on with the year?
Absolutely ready to get this going here. So we got the Gonzalez coming out. Canyon Lake is huddled up, doing a little last-minute motivation amongst the team.
Mm-hmm. Coach Rader has his team ginning. They're currently doing well this year. And look forward to having this game as I talked to him earlier.
Yeah, absolutely. They're off to, I think, 4-1 start. So
Yep.
they're feeling pretty good about themselves. They're going to line up here, and they will get this underway. Looks like they'll more than likely have Gonzalez put the ball into play.
I've gotten to listen to Cody Schrader talk a few times about his approach to the game, and it's interesting. He believes, and rightfully so, that the best athletes are the ones that are in the best condition. So he's really focused on condition, and you really see it in this team this year. They've
Well, you talk about your midfielders, the wing players at midfield. Those guys will more than likely run somewhere between 5 and 8 miles in a 90-minute game. Yeah, you want your endurance guys playing in those positions because they're going from end to end of the field quite frequently.
That's an interesting statistic here as Gonzalez is taking charge of the ball, but 8 or 9 miles in 90 minutes.
5 to 8.
I ran 8 miles in about 90 days once.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not even going to go there on that one, but
Gonzalez continues to keep it in their backfield, starting to press the ball up.
Canyon Lake's got a 4-1 record, and Canyon Lake played San Antonio Christian to a 1-1 tie, then beat San Antonio Cole 3-2, and then Bandera Bulldogs they beat also 2-1, and then they lost to the Taylor Ducks 1-2. They played Pleasanton last week and beat them 4-0.
And Gonzalez did a nice job once they controlled the ball, really just working that ball up through the midfield and getting it into the offensive zone, if you will, of Canyon Lake. But our defenseman back there was able to clear the ball. We're going to have to get our best eyes on those soccer jerseys. The numbers are pretty small for
Number
us.
4 is Richard Grimm. He's been working the ball. He's the guy with the bandana. He's got a lot of hair. Got all those light blue shoes. That's Grimm, number 4 for Gonzalez. And he'll sit back around the 50. But, yes, the numbers are quite small. Luis Garcia, number 14. He's one of the forwards up there. There's number 12 for Canyon Lake. That's Alex Garcia.
Shoots wide of the goal. It's all about keeping pressure on the defense, and that's what you want to do. So, it's not always necessarily about the absolute best, the best shot on goal. It's about keeping the pressure on the defense throughout. This Espinosa playing in the left backer position.
Cleared out by the Jonathan Ramirez out of bounds. So this was where there's Grimm right there in the blue, light blue. He'll throw it in.
Nice defensive done by Espinosa on the far side. Puts the ball back into play as it goes out of bounds.
Amazed by the control and the back and forth of the offense for Gonzales. They're dedicated to their system for sure.
Well, it's about movement and control, and then finding that moment where the defense breaks down. You got that opportunity to break through. Canyon Lake currently playing with 4 defensemen.
And we got a whistle there.
Got a little bump in the back on Grimm. That was number 13, Dylan Clark. Gonzales will advance the ball as on the knockdown.
Tejeda and Garcia are down there for Gonzales, close to the net, and they want to get the ball to those guys.
Over the end line, that'll be a kick for Canyon Lake.
Sean Bell, there we talked about him earlier. There's the sophomore turned junior, now a senior on the team at goalie, earning his spot in 219 that Darren talked about. And some of that leg that Darren claims he has, and boy does he. That's going to get it all the way downfield. Halfway anyway.
Quickly, Canyon Lake tries to press the ball up, loses control of it, back to Gonzales. Gonzales has done a very good job of just controlling the pace of the game so far and just controlling, keeping control of the ball.
You're exactly right. They have definitely controlled the pace of this game thus far, for sure.
But they just have done a really good job of just moving the ball through the midfield without Canyon Lake really being able to do a lot to sort of put pressure back on them.
Tristan Gomez down there, number 8, on the far side of the field.
Josh Nelson is midfielder for Canyon Lake. Ball goes out of bounds. Stay Gonzales possession. They set it back up. Cross it over to Grimm. Try to go on a little give and go action. Nicely broken up by Christian Ramirez.
Running it down there for Canyon Lake is number 19. That's Javier Espinosa.
Yeah. Yep.
He was having a little competition down there with number 8, Gomez.
That went out on the sideline, so that'll be a throw in for Canyon Lake. Canyon Lake having a little difficulty clearing this out.
Josh Seck in there. But you're right. The pressure's being applied by Gonzales at every turn. And Canyon Lake trying to get it cleared out right now. They're having some difficulty with getting it cleared. That's number 12, Alex Garcia for Canyon Lake. It got out of bounds.
Yeah, Canyon Lake's just having a hard time getting the ball advanced up through midfield right now. Yeah, and Gonzalez was just showing that that patience and the control that they have.
Well, as you know, LJ said that last year they did a really, really great team, and some of the holdovers have come back, and so they've got that in them, right?
Across.
And shot on goal, at the top of the goal, and I don't know if Bell had his hand on it, but no good.
I think it actually hit behind
And it
the
did.
top of the pipe, so that's going to go over back to Canyon Lake for a goalie kick.
In comes Chad Parma. Now, Chad's one of our new people here at Canyon Lake Broadcasting. He got his wings wet a little bit last week with some basketball. Come to find out, Chad Parma knows more about soccer
Than we do.
than us combined.
Yes, absolutely. He said he's played it from 5 years on, all the way up to his junior year
You know,
in high school.
I read his resume. I read his resume, and I didn't see it on there.
Well,
He's sandbagging.
Yeah.
I'm not sandbagging, but you guys are building me up way too much.
Well, we didn't hire him for that, folks. That's not the reason we hired him. But absolutely, we just need another warm body around here sometimes, and he's filling the bill for that.
Well, LJ and I are switching up a little bit because, believe it or not, it's pretty cold out there running the camera.
Yeah, there's a little bit of brisk wind going on out there.
And you can certainly get the sniffles. And so if I'm sniffling a little bit here on the air, it's because I'm out there running the camera.
It's a little cool. Well, it's soccer season. It's
When
always a little cool in soccer season.
It
That
is.
is for sure.
Get some of that mentholatum deep rub on your chest, like Grandma used to do. You know.
Right.
I'll
Yeah,
take care of
that
it.
might work. Every time I come to a soccer game, and whether it's Canyon Lake or anywhere else, it is always freezing cold, and it seems like it's drizzling. It's not drizzling tonight, but that wind just, I don't know what it is.
Cuts like a knife, as they say. Canyon Lake here with the ball on their half of the field for the first time since the start of the game, and the defensive players for Gonzalez have done well, stymieing Canyon Lake. Josh Sex has the ball, and Josh is part of that
He's going to
run to state team, along with Nelson, one of them also on the team of that era.
Yeah, and there's a situation where Shaq playing in that midfield position, maybe a little frustrated, haven't been able to get much offensive thing happening. Takes the long kick instead of working it back down, through the midfield and to his forwards, right? So again, it's just that patience that we see out of Gonzalez right now, just willing to take what the defense is giving them and move the ball around, keeping the pressure up. Nice job by Garcia there. I'm sorry, Hernandez clearing.
Twenty-nine minutes to go in the first half play here. Got a whistle on the field. Got some changes for Canyon Lake. Incoming for the Hawks will be number 4 and number 6. That's going to be Nate Rijos and Ethan Schuttlebauer. Schuttlebauer new to the team this year and proves his worth so far this year. A couple of goals, I believe, scored for Schuttlebauer. Schuttlebauer has 1 assist, 7 games played. He's got five games started. And I know he's got at least 1 goal, I believe. Nate Ruiz for Canyon Lake is coming in. He's a midfielder. He's played 7 games.
He's a sophomore, right?
Yes, he is.
I have seen him play a little bit. He does. He works the ball really well up the field. And it looks like they could use some of that help today. Right now, Gonzalez is controlling the tempo and controlling the ball movement right now.
Josh Scheck with the ball right now, number 9. But yes, you're right, Chad. They definitely have at this point in the game very well conditioned athletes on the field for Gonzalez.
Scheck at midfield, feeds it down again to Garcia. Garcia's got the ball, looking over on the right
Schuttlebauer.
side for Schuttlebauer. Again, good defensive pressure coming up from Grimm, who's been playing that left midfield position.
Sure has. I like his light blue shoes.
Hey, you know who he is, and that's easy enough for us to see in our old age here. Trying to make it out with these small numbers they had on these jerseys, pretty tough.
Yeah. So if you want to get called, wear different colored shoes than everybody else.
You'll get plenty of airtime.
Yeah. There's Grimm.
Nice job of Ramirez working his way in there.
I can't help but see when I see Josh Grimm's blue shoes, being a Houston Oiler fan, kind of came back some memories.
Love you, blue. Love you, blue.
Love you, blue. Although painful at some points.
Oh yes.
I'm without a doubt knew back then as I do now. Everybody does now. Mike Renfro caught that pass in the end zone in Pittsburgh in the corner.
You're quite sure of it.
Yes, I was sure it when I was 15.
So when the Oilers moved to Tennessee, did you stay a Tennessee fan or did you become a Texans fan?
Ball comes in on a corner throw.
He chooses not to answer the question. As, again, Gonzalez does a nice job of getting it out of their end and advancing it up to midfield.
I guess we decline comment on that one.
I think that was
you can only have your heart ripped out so many times.
Oh, well, I'm a Cowboys fan, so you know that.
Oh, well.
I'm right there with you.
That's a whole nother bloody chapter. Sean Bell, line one on it, kicked down the field. High floater. We got a little wind, about a 5-6 mile an hour wind. Ball gets up that high in the goalpost, and it's going to take that ball and just kind of put a stop on it.
Absolutely.
We did talk about that a while ago, but it's coming from your screen will be from the right side of the screen to the left, so Canyon Lake will be kicking into the wind just like Bell did, and Gonzalez at this point will be kicking with the wind. But, yeah, the old lovely blue had season tickets, and, you know, I thought it was about over the year that they ended up going to Buffalo. And for sure I thought we were going to win it 28-3 at halftime.
Yeah, how do you blow that kind of lead?
Well, you could bring Frank Reich in. And,
and the rest is history, right?
Yeah, well, you have to have a prevent defense. Kevin Gilbride rings a bell.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm going to ask you a pointed question about that since we're in the middle of a soccer match here.
Ball goes out of bounds and
Dan Pastorini or Warren Moon.
You know, it's hard to say. Warren Moon has definitely got the Hall of Fame records, but Dan Pastorini picked me up one time in a tunnel and carried me on the field when I was 8 years old, all the way out to the bench.
Just like me and Joe Gree in that commercial.
Oh, it was before me and Joe Gree in the.
Yeah, but like that commercial.
But like that a commercial.
Wow.
He was the first one to ever wear a flak jacket designed for him in Houston.
Now that's going to be a penalty right there. Should be Canyon Lake ball as a free kick.
Nothing like talking football during a soccer match.
Yes.
However, if we were overseas, we would be talking the right sport, football.
There you go. So, yes, I became a Titan fan, and the Music City Miracle was a revelation. There
Good times. Another heartbreak, though, was in there somewhere.
Yeah, it's a lot of time on the couch.
Seems like a tackle at about the 2-yard line against the Rams or something like that, I recall.
I gave it up after that.
You gave up football
That was it.
and went to soccer?
No, I just got rid of the Oilers and Texans and Titans.
Couldn't take it anymore. Just couldn't take it. Sometimes you just gotta scream uncle.
Yeah.
As Gonzalez puts the ball back down midfield, has a little bit of trouble controlling it. Schuttlebauer on the ball.
That's number 7, Mendoza.
Crosses over the far side. Scheck's there to kind of take the ball away. Controls it. Scheck does a nice job of controlling the ball and does a good job with pressure on him. Tries to feed the ball down on the left wing. That's Rios, and he's just gets intercepted by the defense.
Just
of
really
Gonzalez.
impressed with the defense and the movement and control of the ball of Gonzalez. I mean, they are definitely dominating the game, and you don't have to be a seasoned soccer fan or a seasoned soccer know-it-all to understand that Gonzalez is in control of this game.
But here's the thing I'll say about Canyon Lake. Yes, Gonzalez is controlling the ball, but in some regards you can say Canyon Lake is kind of setting them up, letting them do what they want to do at midfield, and then you're kind of like a snake at that point. You're just kind of sitting and waiting for your moment to strike. And Canyon Lake has had a couple opportunities here. They're just trying to get Gonzalez out of their right their right way of handling the ball right now, trying to get them where they're all pushing up on offense and get that ball pushed downfield.
Well, you wanted a soccer perspective from somebody who's actually played the game. That's going to be Chad Parma. He makes the big bucks.
Yeah, they pay me the big bucks.
A multi-year contract over here. But unlike Deshaun Watson, he can't get out of this one. Back to the Texans. Well, I threw that in there because I know you're a Dallas Cowboy fan, and all that, so I know you had a heartache.
Yeah.
But at least you got some championships out of it.
Well,
Got a knockdown of the Gonzalez player. They got a free kick. Put this back into play.
Canyon Lake will take the ball over. Ball went out of bounds, I believe. Far side of the field, they'll throw it in. I'm not sure who that is.
That's going to be
Number 19 is
Yeah.
throwing it in. That's going to be
Espinosa.
he's registered as a defender. There's Grimm again.
I didn't catch the call on that one right there.
I think they're going to get him with a handball.
A handball?
I think so. It looked like he tried to. Well, no, they're going to the other side of the field. Don't know for sure. He looked like he chested that ball, but that was here on the near side. They're going back to the far side, so there must have been some sort of penalty from back there.
Well, here's Josh Scheck. Puts one downfield. Aggressive kick and shot on goal. It
Got
defended well.
Josh Nelson was free to the ball there for a second. Looked like but the ball was a little strong. Nelson couldn't catch up to it. Gonzalez quickly down the sideline, and that's where Garcia will knock the ball out of bounds. He's playing that right defensive back position.
That actually was a beautiful cross by Scheck. It might have been a little bit hard, but he put it right there.
Oh, yeah.
We had a couple of guys that had possible chances there.
Between the wall and the goal, I mean, he put it. It landed exactly where it needed to be. Nelson just couldn't catch up to it.
Yeah.
Good kick inside, shot on goal.
Oh, that's a
score for Gonzalez. What a shot. All the way out to about 40 yards out.
And he bears it in the left corner of the net. I tell you what,
A fantastic shot. I believe that was number 14, maybe with 15, Garcia or Rodriguez. It happened so quick. And Gonzalez goes up 1-0 at 19:44 to go.
Yeah, it just got our goalie caught off guard right there. It was right off the defender, and it was just a one-timer, into the side of the net, and it's just one of those things that happens so quick. And
but your middle defender was not able to clear the ball out, put it right back into the forwards there for the other team, and he was able to take a hard shot on goal from about 25 yards out. And you're correct. The goalie was kind of asleep on one side of the goal, but that ball was well placed.
Yeah, it was a beautiful shot.
Canyon Lake down 1-0. Shuttlebauer goes down with Grimm.
No call. Play on.
So we still got 19 minutes here in the first half. Canyon Lake, to this point, has pretty much played a defensive ball game. I don't know if your philosophy changes here now, being down a goal. We're still pretty early in this contest. But
Yeah, they played largely with the four backs, on defense, and 5 middle fielders for that matter.
Oh, and you can just hear that wind whistling through here now.
Indeed, we can actually feel it in here. Garcia works the ball up and knocks it out of bounds, but Gonzalez will inbound there.
It is a windy night, that's for sure. Wind's kicked up since the sun went down a little more the previous JV game tonight wasn't that bad.
No, it's pretty nice evening up until the wind picked up here. But the Old Glory is straight out over there now, as Gonzales continues to put pressure on the Canyon Lake defense. And as you said, Chad, they're playing a defensive game. They're packed in there tight between the defense, the defense line and midfielders, and they just can't seem to get the ball going quickly downfield. You get a little breakaway like this every once in a while.
Right. But Canyon Lake's doing kind of what they've done for the last couple of years, which is play a defensive ball game and when
Look at
they
Nelson.
get their opportunities, which they
Oh,
just
my-
almost had one right there.
Josh Nelson working all the way down. Canyon Lake with the missed opportunity there. That was close. I'm sorry, it was Alex Garcia. I'm sorry.
You got Gonzales napping a little bit there, and if they can get one of these opportunities, they might be able to put one in the net. And this is how you draw teams off, kind of asleep. You play 4 defenders and 4 midfielders that Canyon Lake is doing right now. And so Gonzales feels like they're always on the attack. And then when you make a run like that, and it was a beautiful cross, I mean, you had 2 or 3 guys there that had a chance to knock that in.
Mendoza with the ball, number 7, takes a shot down goal. Oh, and saved by Sean Bell. What a nice shot and save by the goalie, Sean Bell.
Yeah, Bell in a nice position, nice hard shot, but didn't really get an angle against the goalie, and Bell takes care of it.
The ball did have a little bit of top spin on it.
Had a little
and
heat. It had a little heat on it.
It looked like it was going high, and it dipped in there. It was a nice save there by Bell.
Yeah, a little hot sauce on that one. In comes number 13 for Canyon Lake. That's Dylan Clark. Out comes number 8 for Canyon Lake. That's Alvi Valadez.
And Shuttlebauer
comes out. Interesting for Canyon Lake. Back number 27. He's about a 35-yard line. Cover on the near side, if you can see him. That is Daniel Garcia. And ball gets cleared out by Canyon Lake, and it'll stay in bounds. That wind just turned that ball.
And if you think that wind is not blowing, that ball was headed straight out of bounds.
You bet it was.
And it
just
stopped.
couldn't get there.
It just stopped.
Looked like a Joe Necro curveball. But Garcia, Canyon Lake pressing down here. Daniel Garcia is the pulling guard, senior for our football team, and he was our quick guard as we run the slot T. And boy, I tell you what, he was out there running.
Nice job by Presgrove. Here comes Sheck on a run and a shot on goal. Oh my goodness! What an effort there by Sheck as he came in and hit a nice save by the goalie for Gonzales as he had a point blank shot on him and was able to turn it away. Here comes Gonzales back the other direction now.
Yeah, Sheck took a beautiful shot on goal, and I think Canyon Lake's sideline was on the rest of their forwards because they felt like somebody should be there to put that home. The bounce, the ricochet off the goalie, he was just laying down on the ground. If we had a couple of guys there, could have maybe put that in the back of the net.
Here comes a kick from low liner to about midfield. Gonzales controls it.
Good by Garcia. But yeah, what I'm understanding your philosophy of what you're saying, Chad, and I saw that we have 2 shots on goal that were almost, as you said, catching Gonzales a little bit asleep. And as Garcia throws it in, boy, that wind is playing havoc on that ball when it gets up that high. But, yeah, Canyon Lake came away with 2 missed opportunities, but good efforts.
Nice job by Ramirez on the ball. Just playing strong on the ball over there. Ramirez, he's doing a good job there as a right midfielder.
And playing a lot of soccer, a lot of times a lot of goals are scored on rebounds and bounces that come off, and Canyon Lake just didn't have enough guys there after Sheck hammered that one towards the net.
That's going to be against Canyon Lake, I think, right there.
Little sportsmanship on to put the help up. Number 12, that was going to be Garcia.
then the kick from Gonzalez as they put it into play. Nice job of Garcia kind of climbing up on the back of number 14, Luis Garcia. We're going to have a substitution at the moment from on the Gonzalez side.
Out goes I believe that's number 7 for Gonzalez. And that's going to be Mendoza coming in. I think that's number 11.
Number 13 just came in. That's Tejeda.
I'm sorry. Sergio Vasquez.
I'm sorry, Vasquez.
Here comes Gonzalez again with the pressure and the control.
Nice defensive play there by Hernandez.
Hernandez, absolutely. Ball's
There
up to
goes
Sheck.
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 He's
Plays
got
it to
one-on-one.
Sheck.
Here we
Gonna
go.
Oh, just far to the left.
Sheck tries to go off his left foot and just doesn't get the turn on it. And it has a little bit of outside spin, and it just cuts away from the left post.
And you can see he was disappointed on that one.
Oh,
I mean, he thought he had that, and frankly, I think we thought he had it, and it just
tell you
curved
what.
out.
You don't get those every day, so you like to take advantage of them.
Boy, what a beautiful sprint he had. He took off and's got some wheels. Not that I was shocked that he was that fast. He just looked so smooth with the ball heading downfield. Number 2 fighting with the ball down there. Ramirez.
Vasquez with the ball, crossing. Nice job on the ball right there by Canyon Lake. That's going to be Garcia. Garcia does a nice job taking it away as he gets into the midfield position.
Garcia and Presgrove doing a really good job moving the ball between one another there, putting some pressure. And
Ramirez he touched it with his hand. He was pretty frustrated with himself as the ball came up a little high across his chest and got a hands call on him.
About 10 minutes to go
in this half. Good job on the defense right there, just kind of protecting the ball, keeping the defender off of it, and letting it go out of bounds line, back line.
Well, we talked about Gonzalez controlling the tempo of this game, but here in the last 5 or 6 minutes, since that goal was scored, Canyon Lake has been the team that has put the pressure on.
They've sort of been patient. You know, at times you talk about when you're pressing. Not only you're spending a lot of energy, right? You know,
right.
And so that's sort of the unknown thing about soccer. Sometimes there's a lot of running and sort of re-energizing yourself along the way. Garcia kicks the ball out of bounds. The ball's going to go back over to Gonzalez.
Soccer is a lot about runs, and you saw that just a few minutes ago with Josh Sheck. He kind of sat there patiently, and then his opportunity came, and he shot out of a cannon.
Absolutely. That's a nice job by Presgrove right there, taking that ball away, feeding it down on the left side. Garcia can't handle it, but nice job by Presgrove.
He's been playing well on that side over there. I mean, he's been putting pressure on the ball and a lot of times coming away with it.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you on that. Canyon Lake is shifted a little bit in the momentum of the game, as you said.
Got 8:19 left here in the first half.
And
maybe
that's going to be a free kick right over there, but for Gonzalez on the tackle.
Yeah, right at 8 minutes here, Chad. You're right.
Tackle by Nelson is going to give this free kick.
Here comes a shot.
Nice cross. Ooh, nice.
Oh, nice kick.
Nice left-footed feather it right back to the old goalie. And
equally great save by Bell there.
Absolutely.
And here comes Canyon Lake again, and Josh Sheck. He's got a chance.
He does a
Setting
nice
it.
job. Centers it.
Beautiful cross.
Oh, that's where you like to have one more striker up there up front and right there to get that rebound on that cross.
You know, that kick a while ago by Gonzalez was Jose Velasquez, a sophomore. What an effort by him on shot on goal a while ago, Darren.
Yeah, he took that ball straight out of the air off of his left foot.
Incredible.
And fed it back toward the goalie. And as you said, good job by Bell to recover and make sure that he had it covered.
I think we're going to have a little stoppage here. Looks like we might have an injury.
Yeah, I believe that is number 1 down there, I think. No, it's not. It's number – he's a ways down there. That is number 9 limping off the field over there, and that's Duran Mendoza. Hope he's okay, not too shaken up.
Looks like they've put the ball back into play. Velasquez, their goalie, puts the ball into play well downfield. Got a nice tailwind coming from that direction.
Well, I'm telling you.
Gonzalez had that free kick, and as playing the forward, back in the day, I always felt like that was an advantage for the team on defense if you could get a great stop like Bell did, because you saw right there he got the save and got it out quick, and we almost had 5 seconds later Josh Sheck on a one-on-one.
It's that fast break mentality. Get the ball back out. The defenders are all packed down in your end because of it, and if you can beat them to the punch, that's a great observation there, Chad. Like a guy that's played for 18 years.
Well, that's what I was saying. When
I don't know.
That was my initial call to him. Like, what about soccer? He's like, yeah, man.
Yeah, I got it. I can do it all.
I could throw that football over that mountain.
All right.
Just okay, Uncle
Rico.
Uncle Rico reference there from Napoleon Dynamite. Coach would just put me in fourth quarter. We'd have won state.
That's right. Oh, nice move by
football.
Shuttlebauer up the sidelines.
Oh, Shuttlebauer let it go out of bounds, and he had it going on.
I thought it was still on the line there, but that's not the way the ref saw it. They called it out of bounds.
Just in case you're all wondering out there, is no replay or official's booth call. Okay, here.
Not here on this
Not
game.
here. Not
no,
on this,
it's the calls on the field stand.
We're very rudimentary here, but we are welcome. Everybody's here today.
Yeah,
Gonzalez
absolutely.
and Canyon Lake in Canada.
Yep. I hope the Sheck family up in the Great North are having a good time watching the game. We're doing our best we can.
Yeah. It's probably real cold up there.
Yes, I heard it was 0 degrees up in the New England states today from the people I spoke with, and they talked about the Arctic air that they had.
Oh.
I said, glad I'm not you.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a bit of a missed hit by the defenseman there, Espinosa, but Gonzalez pressuring the ball.
We got 4:40 left here in the first half.
Shot down to Rodriguez.
On the left wing. Good pressure on the ball from Ramirez.
Oh, Sean Bell came in and got the ball. What a brave move that was by Bell. Oh, and he miffed
that
it.
Was a miss hit right there, and that's going to give a short field to Gonzalez. But again, another nice job by Pressgrove getting over there, just paying pressure on the ball, getting that ball back out of bounds, stopping the momentum of that errant kick.
Yeah, he just stopped their attack basically.
Absolutely.
Because Canyon Lake was in a bind right there, and he got him out of it. So now you have time to regroup, get everybody back on defense, and
3:40 and counting. That's some go out of bounds. 0 degrees weather and all that, New England, Canada. I'm just still thinking about that barbecue.
Oh, in Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Are you making a trip there tomorrow? I mean, it sounds like you know.
I might.
Shuttlebauer tight on Vasquez.
how do you think the barbecue is in Canada?
I don't know. I've never eaten reindeer, but I hear it's great.
Well, it's good if you have enough beer.
Well,
and they drink a lot of beer.
They drink a lot of beer. Well, it's because they're like the grizzly bear. They go into hibernation from about October to March, and they don't come out.
But you got to drink enough to get yourself into hibernation.
Ah,
though.
yes.
Oh, shot on
Shot
goal.
on goal.
A little
bit
high.
on
A little
that one.
high.
Just a bit outside.
I think that one made it through the goalpost, though,
It
right?
did.
That was 3 points. But that's
A different kind of football.
Football.
Bell puts his quickly into play, and Sheck makes a aggressive move as Grimm is trying to let that ball just bounce and take control of it.
You know, I might go to Gonzales tomorrow. What if I did?
You'd be by yourself. I'm not going with you. Because there's some pretty good barbecue around here. I'm not knocking the guys in Gonzales. I'm sure it's fantastic. And if I'm there, and if I'm in that area, I'm hitting it for sure.
Yeah,
But
no.
there's some pretty good places around
Yeah, we
here
should-
that I don't have to drive 2.5 hours to get there.
No,
get
you
some
don't.
barbecue.
There's Bear Bull Barbecue here in town, and that's good. There's local guys here do a fantastic job.
Nice
Yeah,
shot
whistle
by Clark.
blows.
So-
I heard a whistle blow.
I wasn't on the broadcast earlier where y'all talking about the place to get barbecue in Gonzales.
Let me
Yes,
tell you something
we
about
were-
the
we were.
pregame show. There's a man outside right now running a camera. He's short and about 5'8" with red hair. His name's L.J. Anderson. And I've learned more stuff about Gonzales than I ever thought I knew, and I bet you there's people who've been into Gonzales
I didn't know any of it.
didn't know it exactly.
I didn't know about the come and take it. I
Some-
didn't know
some-
about the Odd Fellows.
The Odd Fellows, there's
the-
Frolics, Friars, and fish, chicken.
Friar Frog,
Man,
extravaganza.
In 1851, a woman was given a degree. The first woman to ever get a degree at a college was in Texas. And I forgot the name of the college, but it turned into the Odd Fellows College somewhere
Yeah,
down
some
there.
sort of. It was the.
Yeah, you can't
It
believe
was
this stuff.
the Masons, the Masonic and Odd Fellows, or something.
Masonic
like
Lodge and Odd Fellows, which we all qualify for the latter.
Wow, we got the history lesson today.
that. We did, absolutely.
It's like Ron Stone, The Eyes of Texas, but better.
More like Ron Burgundy.
Right. Well, about a minute 26 to go and counting here in the first half. It's 1-0 Gonzales. That's Grimm with the blue shoes. Throws it in.
I think the Hawks will just be content here to go into halftime down 1-0. You don't want to give up something here in the last minute.
Yeah, you want to be just
1 minute to go.
a little conservative here.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Speaking of,
What a
that was a shot from about 25 yards out.
what a defense by Bell. That was a pro shot.
That was a shot right there. I tell you what, Bell does a nice job of laying out, making sure that ball didn't get close to the net.
Yeah, and that could have been a killer. You do not want to go down two goals here in the halftime
No,
and give up something cheap late. Not that was a cheap shot, because that was a nice shot from the outside.
Well, you got that right. Here comes Sheck.
Maybe Canyon Lake can make one last run here with just about 25 seconds left.
nice feed down
Here we
there.
go.
Here we go. Garcia with the ball.
And goes out of bounds. It'll be retain Canyon Lake's possession.
It will.
the corner.
13 seconds left.
Tick, 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 tick.
We've
9 seconds,
got to
8
hurry.
seconds, 7 seconds. In comes the ball.
Ball's up. Shot on. No, good defense right there. That's number 10. Josh Nelson tries to get a shot off, but the defense for Gonzales a little too strong, and that's going to bring us to halftime.
Well, folks, it's 1-0 Gonzales. Welcome, everybody, again. We appreciate all the people there in Gonzales and Canyon Lake. And we're going to, in just a moment, take a break. We're going to come back and talk a little bit about soccer and some other things here at Canyon Lake and the Gonzales team, and have our sponsors come on in the meantime and get LJ out of the cold, damp wind. So we'll be back after these messages.
Whether you're needing assistance with your mortgage to buy your home, buy a vacation home or rental property, refinance or take the equity out of your home to pay off high-interest credit card debt or other financial needs, call Mike Horner at Gold Financial Services, your local mortgage lender. Whether you have great credit or have had an issue or life situations that have affected your credit, he is there for you. Call him today at 210-240-6196. Mike Horner at Gold Financial Services, NMLS number 234487, Equal Opportunity Lender. Gold Financial Services is a division of AmCap Mortgages Ltd, NMLS number 129122.
We are Brookshire Brothers, selling groceries and growing communities since 1921. Giving back is how we celebrate. Your family, your town, your future. Come celebrate with us. Brookshire Brothers.
Hey, Hog fans! Did you know that not only is Hog Country a fantastic place to live, but Comal County and surrounding areas are amongst the fastest growing areas in the entire country? If you or someone you know is considering buying or selling any type of real estate, call your Hog Strong Realtor, Steve Crisp. Steve has lived here for over 20 years and is very knowledgeable about the current real estate market here in Hog Country. Steve is a realtor with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Don Johnson Company, located right here in Canyon Lake, home of the Mighty Hogs. Whether you're interested in selling or buying, let Steve go to work for you, furnishing all the information needed to make an educated real estate transaction. Due to the strong real estate market, our property here in Hog Country has and continues to appreciate in value. If you own real estate and would like a no-obligation market analysis on the current value of your property, give Steve a call at 830-832-0257. That's 830-832-0257. Go Hogs!
Hi, this is Terry from the UPS store located on 113 Stargrass inside the Good Life Pharmacy on FM 306. From packing and shipping to faxing and copying, we can do it all here at the UPS store. Amazon returns, we can take care of that. We also have a notary on staff throughout the day. Come see us here at the UPS store across from Rebecca Creek Elementary on FM 306.
Hey, this is Stephanie at Good Life Pharmacy. If you have not had a chance yet, stop on by our pharmacy and come meet our team. We are open Monday through Friday from 9 to 6 and Saturdays 9 to 2. Come check out our website at www.goodlifefarm.com. We also even have an app that you can use on your smartphones to help manage your refills and requests. You can even text us through the app and we can respond quickly to your questions and concerns. Again, stop on by when you get a chance or give us a call at 830-214-2920. Thank you so much and take care.
And welcome back to Canyon Lake Broadcasting, the voice of the Hawks from Canyon Lake High School, bringing you soccer on the menu. Your score here at Canyon Lake High School. Gonzales 1, Canyon Lake 0. As we begin to groove into the second half of play. Well, folks, we're going to continue a tradition here at Canyon Lake Broadcasting, and that's called giving away Meemaw's Tacos. Meemaw's Tacos to go. You got to get you a Meemaw's Taco here in Canyon Lake. And we've got another giveaway that we've never done before tonight, and it's going to be up for grabs as well. Darren and LJ's familiar with that, and Chad got introduced to the Meemaw's Taco the other night at the basketball game against Fredericksburg, and we're going to do it all over again. Now, here's a phone number you're going to text in when I ask you to call or text, and you text in and you say, "Give me my Meemaw's Taco. Give me your name."
Yep.
Got to give your name,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And you got to say, "I want my tacos," right? It's going to be up for grabs. 2 $8 gift certificates will be up for grabs. Anybody can play. Being Gonzales, we had yesterday or the other day, 2 people from Fredericksburg won Meemaw's Tacos that they're going to use when they come to the track meet.
Yep.
And we'll be broadcasting the track meet live February 20th as well. So you can play if you're from Gonzales. Here's the number you'll want to text. Ready?
Yep.
210 246 3345. Ready to go. We'll take number 10 and number 15.
Now, I'm sure you have great tacos down there in Gonzales.
Yeah,
if you're
sure,
down there.
yeah.
But if you're ever up this way,
Yeah.
Meemaw's Tacos are they'll hold their own with just about anybody, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, they will.
They do a fantastic job. They're located in the Hancock Center. If you're
Mm-hmm.
ever up in the Canyon Lake area, that's they'd be on the north side of the lake, and in the area we call it the Hancock Center because there's a little shopping center.
Sure.
There's a big Brookshire Brothers that's right there. It is
Caddy corner, yeah.
Yeah, is across
street.
the 306 FM 306. There's an Exxon station. Then you'll look to just a little bit south of there, and you're going to see Mima's, and right between tucked between Lucky's and Lily's Java Pad.
Yep. 210
210.
246-3345. That's the number you want to text. And here comes the tacos right now. We got our first one. It'll go from there.
Absolutely.
And believe it or not, we've got another giveaway. We've never done it before, and that's going to be from a brand new business in town.
A brand new business in
Nobody knows about this except me, unless you're looking over here on my sheet.
I got a feeling. I got a feeling.
It's the new edition business here in Canyon Lake. It's all the rage. It's a trend-setting company. It's called the Nutrition Shack.
The Nutrition Shack, yes, I have absolutely heard about the Nutrition Shack.
Yes, you heard.
I've heard kidding me? I have absolutely heard. I've heard from my wife. I've heard it from my daughter. I mean, people are just hot to go to the Nutrition Shack.
Yeah. Oh, it's the best thing since Herbie the Love Bug.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It is the
it
deal.
Came on the scene
it's
that
the
hard.
Bomb. Wow.
So what do they have at the Nutrition Shack?
Now look, I don't know exactly all how it works. Okay, all I know is I had some froppy, blacky, caramely, frothy white thing, and I took a straw hit of that from somebody who came to the school just to taste it.
Somebody that you knew well.
Somebody I knew well. Yeah, I
Okay.
didn't. Yeah, I just got a straw in it. I didn't
Okay,
sip
your
on
own
it.
straw.
Yeah, my own straw.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah. And
Time to COVID. I just want to be clear
Yes,
in terms of
yes.
how this transaction.
Yeah, and
yes.
I took a hit of that stuff.
Yeah.
It was a charcuterie of flavors within that drink.
Now, does this come hot or does this come cold or
It comes any way you want it.
They yes, I understand that they make shakes of all types. Many of them having protein and other things
Yes,
that help
protein.
help you in your physical fitness, your health. Your if you're into athleticism, so
Yes.
things like that.
Losing weight.
Losing weight.
Yeah,
it's perfect for that sort of thing.
It's Nutrition Shack. They've been there about a month.
Yep.
They're located on 306, kind of down from Granny D's.
Okay.
Right next to the vape shop.
So
Right,
this
kinda
would be
cross-
this would be in the sort of the Canyon City
City
area.
Caddy
right?
corner from the Dollar General and the
Right.
fire station.
And if you're familiar with the dam road, the
Right.
dam of the beautiful Canyon Lake,
not
which
like
we're- that we're
not
named after.
like the dam road, but there's a road called the Dam Road.
The dam road.
We have a dam.
There is
here.
a dam because there's a
Yeah.
beautiful lake here.
Yeah.
And so just south of there is where they set up shop.
And it's Nutrition Shake. And let me tell you what, they're going to be on more often than you know. There are going to be opportunities here. There's two $10 giveaways.
Yes.
Yeah, two $10 gift certificates. So if you
Now
win,
we're not doing that right now. Right now we're giving away the tacos.
just tacos.
Okay.
Tacos.
That's Mima's Tacos.
Meow's
Do we
Tacos.
have a winner for
We
that?
do have a winners. We do have winners.
Now, when are we going to find out the names of those winners?
for Mima's Tacos?
Yeah, for Mima's
We're going to
Tacos.
do it right now.
Right now. We're going to.
All right.
We don't have to wait anymore.
Not anymore, because we're about out of halftime here. We're about to get into the other half of play here.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's go.
Now, I know these people.
Oh,
But
really?
they want, yeah, here we go. Here's the winner. Winner number one is Brendan Hooper.
Brendan Hooper.
All right.
That's
Yes.
Coach Hooper.
Yes, I
That-
know
Tacos.
this.
That's Coach Hoops.
You know his wife slides in sometimes.
Yeah, she's done that.
She's like the razor
Now-
blitz that Coach Hooper calls. He just kind of slides in the back blitz.
Yeah.
You know?
But what we don't know is that whether she's ever shared her winnings with him. Now
Oh.
we suggested that she
Yes.
might.
There's Harper's rule. If you're in the house and you win tacos and
We-
somebody help you get those
We
tacos,
know, but
you got-
we know he was not in the house when she won those. She was
I
not
don't know.
under no obligation. That was during a football game. He was working.
Yeah.
He was not.
working. Yeah, he wouldn't. He could be there tonight.
He could be there. Well, he's won it. I mean,
Yeah.
now the
Yeah.
question is, well, does he have to share, and did she share the first time around?
Yes.
That's really the question.
Well, the other person who won, believe it or not, is Alyssa Hooper.
Oh, wow!
So,
Bang, bang.
yeah.
Now those were multiple calls apart, right? This
Yeah,
is
I mean,
purely random, folks.
Yes, I mean,
wow.
as the full moon rises behind the clouds on the far side
They
of the
don't
field.
have to share.
No, he is.
They
they're like
they do not have to share
it's
at
like-
all.
No, it's like his and her towels.
Wow.
She's got his.
That is
you
fantastic.
see what I'm saying?
Well, sometimes it is a full moon, so
You know,
weird things can happen.
You never hear from her a lot, but all of a sudden she'll come in like a blitzing linebacker.
Yeah, she just did. She just did.
She just
I would
did.
call that more like I thought like a free safety snagging that ball out of the air right there, making a play on the ball.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
that was
Well, it's
nice.
kind of like family taco night or
Yeah.
family taco morning, right?
that's
Yes.
$16 of tacos
Now,
and food.
now, do they have to show anything? No, they do not.
Yeah.
They simply just have to show up with their
ID
ID.
and walk in and say, "Hi, I'm Brendan Hooper," and they'll have an $8 gift certificate behind the desk with your name on it as you show your ID. It's that simple. As we get underway here, the second half of soccer.
Second half is underway, and quick effort by Canyon Lake on the offensive. Try to get things going quickly. Sheck gets the ball knocked out of bounds on him, and again that defensive Gonzalez being pretty stiff here.
Yeah, so we'll see what Canyon Lake has up their sleeve. They had at least 3 that I think I've counted, 4 shots at goal.
We have we forego the stats on tonight's game as we're just don't have that extra body here to be able to handle that.
But we are bringing you the game in color vision.
Sheck does a nice job of taking the ball away right there, turning it over. Here comes
I'll tell you what, Sheck's got a little pep in his step. He is jonesing on the fact that he missed those 2 shots. So
and Pressgroves. He's wanting Sheck's wanting. He said, "Let's press this, guys. Let's bring up." He's asking for the defenseman to come up. And they're playing the defenseman is playing way up at this point. Defensive line. Said
Yeah.
about the 35-yard line.
Everybody, including Gonzalez, is at, well, on your screen, the 35 are on in.
yeah,
So
you can see the other side of the field. The goalie is all the way out to about the 20-yard line. Oh, the ball went out. And there it is. The whistle's blown. It went out on Gonzalez.
Canyon Lake, they're going to put it in. And Pressgrove's going to try to get it in here real quick. He's looking where he wants to put it.
Throws it high.
Nice job.
and Sheck
Sheck turns. Oh, Sheck thought he was a little bit closer to the goal, and I think his turn was just not as quick as he wanted. Comes away just left of the goal. Nice effort by Canyon Lake as they really have come out with a much more aggressive posture as we start this second half.
Sure have. But you're absolutely right, Darren. It seems a little more aggressive from Canyon Lake. As the moon cracks through the clouds, ball goes out of bounds, and wind is just. I've got to say it's picked up at least 10 knots since the start of the game.
Now, have
Go
we really
Sheck on the ball. Oh,
really
We had a-
determined which way the wind is blowing?
from on your screen, if you're looking at it, from right to left. It's south. It's coming in from the south.
Yeah, I'd say a little bit southeast now as I look at that flag and the direction it's going. But we had a whistle there on that play, and that's going to be a turnover. I think it was an offsides.
Schrader is our coach down there, giving the directions. I heard him yell. Distinctly has a unique voice that I wouldn't want to be in front of when yelling.
Gonzalez is a lot of pressure. He's quick. Oh. Well, the defenseman let Gonzalez get way closer to the goal than you'd like to see right there. As they're set up maybe 10 yards off, and he takes a shot, misses it wide right.
Well, and this may be part of Canyon Lake's strategy. You've got the win here in the second half, and you saw a very defensive first half.
Yep.
But here in the second half, you see Canyon Lake putting on some pressure and playing more of an offensive game, and here we come.
You're absolutely right, and that's a great observation. Actually, the win right there is probably setting that situation up so that they can make that happen. Canyon Lake on the ball. as Gonzalez is attempting to clear it out of their end. Sheck is keeps applying pressure, and Sheck is playing with a lot of activity in this game.
Yeah, he seems to be
And that's going to be
turning it up a notch
They're
here.
wanting a corner play, but they're just going to say no. It was off of Canyon Lake, but we've got a ruling from the far side. That, they're going to call a corner kick right there. Yeah, that's going to be a Canyon Lake corner kick right there as the ball goes out of bounds about across the back line off of Gonzalez.
Well, here comes an opportunity for Canyon Lake.
So they're going to set up. We're going to see who's going to take this corner kick. It looks like it's going to be Sheck that's going to do the cross. Quickly in. They're going to say that's off the back line, off of Canyon Lake, and that's going to be a goalie kick. That was Josh Nelson that was trying to turn that cross. It was a low cross, never really got up. Gave him what I would consider to be a great opportunity at it. But Canyon Lake takes that shot, and
Here they
there's
come
a
again.
feed.
Shot. Oh, beautiful save.
But it's still active. Oh, nice save. And oh my goodness, Ramirez was at point blank range once again. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Garcia.
Yeah, Garcia, and I think they're going to be offsides here.
On that one. Garcia never got back onsides.
Garcia broke free and took a beautiful shot on goal and another great save. But here's what we talk about. Canyon Lake is applying pressure, and you see that here in the first 5, 6, 7 minutes of this second half. They're out to get goals here with the win at their backs.
That they do.
Here comes Gonzalez the other way. Nice defensive job right there by Hernandez.
And out of bounds it goes. All right, we're going to give away some of those nutrition shakes, so we're going to do the same thing.
All right.
Give us a text at 210
246
246 3345.
3345. Now that's 210
246 3345.
3345. And what number texter do you need to
We're
be?
going to make it quick. We're going to make it 5 and 6.
5 and 6. We're going to give away back to back two shakes.
2 $10 gift certificates.
You can get more than one shake on that.
I guess.
Comes Ramirez on the cross.
And cleared out. Oh, I wish I could participate because you guys made this sound really good. I'm going to go over there and try this out.
You're you're part of CLB. You can no longer participate in these activities.
You signed that disclaimer on page 7.
I have won Mimos tacos before joining the broadcast team, which I'm no longer eligible for. But
no, eligibility goes out the door.
I know.
I want to apologize to Mr. Alex Garcia. I said Ramirez. I got my wires crossed once again, but he's doing a nice job. He's helping. I mean, really, he and Sheck's been playing a little bit of a two-man game along with number 7, that's Pressgrove.
Shuttlebauer comes in.
Just really keeping the pressure on this left side of the defense of Gonzalez.
So Canyon Lake put Shuttlebauer in, and another one just came in a while ago. I didn't see him. Oh,
speaking of the Shuttlebauer had a collision with number 4. That'd be Grimm over there, and
with the
not sure who got the worst
shoes.
of it. I'm not sure who got the worst of that one.
And putting Ethan in here, I think that Canyon Lake's showing you even more and more that, hey, we're going to try to go offense here in the second half.
What a kick out of bounds. That's defenseman over there.
That's Hernandez.
Hernandez.
And here's the deal. When you play this type of game, your defense has got to be aware.
They got to be on the game.
They have to be, because at any moment when you're pressing up like that, one kick, like we see here, a run can happen, and you've got to have your defense back to make plays. And Canyon Lake does a good job.
Far to the side of the field of
Grimm
Gonzalez.
with the ball. Nice job right there by Rios, I think that is, over on the far side. But a nice job of him to, pressing Grimm and taking the ball away from him. There was a shot on goal. Not a particularly strong one.
There's that leg.
There's that leg.
The wind.
Not kicking into that 40-mile-an-hour wind, I think, out there. It helps. Nice job by Presgrove right there, keeping that ball alive.
Oh,
that's going to be
yeah.
it. There you go.
We're going to get a free kick here.
out of that one right there.
Well,
without
you
a
know,
doubt.
I got something to clear. If you won the Mimas Tacos, being the Hoopers, you can call to win the nutrition shack.
You mean they could win that?
Yeah,
they
I
can
mean,
win that as well?
It's a free for all.
Well, it is.
It's not like you have to have the golden ticket. Okay, you follow me?
I feel you.
Get in there, and have at it. You can look up Nutrition Shack on Facebook. They're on there. And
So Nelson's going to take the penalty kick here. And
nice kick in cross.
Sheck with the one-timer.
Sheck from Nelson. Puts in the back of the net and cashes that check.
It all starts with that cross. It was a beautiful cross. He put it right in the middle of the defense, gave them his guys a chance. The defense couldn't make a play on it, and it bounced free to Sheck, and it was a one-timer, as you said. Just a beautiful play right there.
And this is probably by design. Sheck is kind of the go-to guy here, and you put him on the backside, and you draw in the defense, and it was a beautiful cross by Nelson.
Absolutely.
And everybody collapsed, and that ball just kind of ping-ponged to the outside, and Sheck put her home this time.
Absolutely. Made him pay right there.
Yes, sir. And so Canyon Lake
Knots it
1-1 here with 29 minutes left in the match.
And it's anybody's game right now.
Coach Rader's got to be pretty happy with where they're at right now.
Yeah,
They
absolutely.
have the-
and
they
right
have
there,
to win-
Garcia again, just keeping that pressure on the ball. Look at that. Wow. Nice job.
There comes Sheck.
You're 1-1. You have the wind at your back. And
Nelson.
That's a nice job of Vasquez of just keeping that ball. And that's going to be an offsides right there, I believe.
Nelson down here batting with number 13 from, Gonzalez. Vasquez. He's very talented with his feet.
I take that back.
Man.
That was not an offsides. They called some sort of penalty on Canyon Lake. They're going to get a free kick here from
you
Gonzalez.
see Presgrove talking with the sideline official. You don't know if he got called for a push or a trip there.
I think he might have got maybe a little extracurricular.
Extracurricular.
That'll happen.
And here's
That's
a cross.
Nice job by Sheck getting up. There's a one-timer, as you said. Well played by Bell.
Sean Bell saved. I think he's had 4 saves tonight. High kick up. Let that wind get underneath it.
There again, nice job on the forwards, just keeping a little pressure on the ball. Hernandez does a nice job of just keeping the defender off the ball, taking it out of bounds.
And that's what you got to do when you're pressing forward like that. Your defense just got to clear the ball so everybody can get set back up. And Hernandez did a beautiful job there. And you see Hernandez back there pointing and telling his other teammates where to go. And he's really doing a good job here on defense and controlling this Hawks defense.
Oh, got a freebie. Ooh, that's a nice cross right there, but they were not able to handle it.
Oh, my goodness.
Nelson does a nice job of poking that ball away.
We may meet Canyon Lake broadcasting history with this giveaway in a minute.
Yeah, is it the longest one we've ever had?
Well, no, it's just we'll let this play out here.
Oh, nice job by Bell coming up.
Bell
Just
again.
playing it. And he's going to put it right back on him and just keep that pressure on him. And here comes.
And here's your opportunity right now.
Absolutely.
Wow.
We're going to get a call here, and they're going to say a push-off, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Saved by Bell.
And that's Alex Garcia that just does a nice job of going up strong and getting the call. That's just fantastic. He and Schittelbauer were back. But that's just a great kick by Bell to put that ball way down the field off of that, using that tailwind to get it down to the about the 25-yard line.
So a little bit of gamemanship here because Nelson, who made the beautiful cross earlier, may take this kick, but you've also got Sheck there. Now, with the wind at his back, you know, he has the leg to drive this into the back of the net.
And that's really going to be the question. Are they going to set up a play to somebody like Alex Garcia to set up there in the forward center position?
Well, you've got 5 guys up there, and it is going to be Sheck to take this, and he drives it off the post and
score! No!
Outside.
I thought Shuttlebauer had it, and it just rolled to the outside from our angle over here. I thought it was in. I thought it was
Wow, just by about
Sheck
6 inches on the right side of the goal post.
with a beautiful shot off the post. Shuttlebauer was there for the rebound, and it looked like it went in, but it just went wide. And as you can see, Canyon Lake continues with the pressure, and you can definitely feel the momentum swinging in this match.
Yeah, tale of two halves for sure thus far on that. And I'll tell you what, there's some battling going over there. What a foot match. Wow, very impressive.
Here comes Canyon Lake again. Setting it up. Pressgrove, left foot, just wide. So as you can see, especially with this wind, it's easy. One kick downfield, one pass, and shot on goal. And the Hawks.
Right you are, Chad. 24 and a half minutes to go.
And you can feel the energy in this stadium. As you can, the fans are really getting after it now.
Gonzales has about 50-plus people on the other side. I counted a while ago. Right about 55. Canyon Lake has got that many as well. I know there's some people at home cheering. I can feel it. We've given away some prizes here. We got another winner for one of the shakes. And here comes your shot.
Cleared out. Gonzales, and they're going to be called offsides here. So Canyon Lake not hurrying here, but you can see Gonzales scrambling. Anytime Canyon Lake stops him with this wind at the back, you've got to be ready for the ball.
Because they are intent. Coach Schrader's intent to keep the pressure on them throughout the remainder of this half.
And he has done well as his players have responded to the direction. So we got a winner here real quick on one of the shakes. We'll let this one go. Unbelievably, it's Devin Hooper.
Devin Hooper.
There's 3 Hoopers.
The Hooper clan is just knocking it out tonight.
Trifecta.
Wow.
I know their strategy.
Keep calling.
Keep calling, keep texting.
Keep calling.
Texting.
There's not that many people probably texting. Not enough traffic on this soccer game, right?
Yeah.
First game we've done. And
so if you want to win something, now's your opportunity, right?
Yeah, that's right.
If you're one of those people that says, I never win anything, no matter how many times I try.
Now's your time.
We have one spot left. We have one left.
And then the Hoopers, they can walk into a gas station, get a scratch off, and hey, I just got $100.
Yep, absolutely.
Stick going to Mimo's Tacos, get them some tacos, bolt down to the Nutrition Shack.
Yep.
Pick up their nutrition shake or whatever it is. It's a plethora of different shakes down there, I'm telling you. There was a drink I saw the other day. It looked like the Caribbean Sea.
Yeah,
But
I think my wife had that.
It's like layers of blue inside. How
Yes.
they do it, I failed chemistry, again and again. And but you look at it, then you shake it up to get all the vitamins at the bottom.
Up to the top.
Yeah, and you lose the prettiness of the drink, but
that's gonna
you get all the goodies.
That player right over there is going to give a free kick to Gonzales, it looks like.
Yeah, we're going to get called for a trip there. I'm not sure who that was on Canyon Lake. I think that might have been Ramirez. He was in there. But they're going to get him for a trip. And we're going to have a free kick here. Now, you're kicking into the wind, and while you may not think he has the leg to take a shot here, that wind can play tricks on it when you're crossing the ball. And so the defense needs to be ready here. And he takes a shot. And into that wind, that was a
good
nice
shot right there. That had plenty of leg on it. That right there was well played by Bell. And that's
at
going to be
the
a
other
handball.
end-
That's going to be a handball right there. Got a piece of
Yeah.
his arm.
But you're right. That was a shot into the wind. What a great leg. Wow. Very impressive.
So we got about just a little over 20 minutes here in this contest. Still 1-1. Canyon Lake has had the pressure here, and you kind of feel like if they could get a goal here with the win, they could kind of sit back and play a defensive game.
We got another winner?
Well, this is we've made history tonight.
Well, I'll tell you, you know what? History is history. You know, we had a lot of history to start this game with, so we might as well finish it with history.
But I do have a question in a minute.
All right. I'll give you an answer.
Beautiful play on the ball by Clark there, but here comes Gonzalez the other way. Presco chasing. And there's another shot on goal. That one's way off the mark.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, look. Now, I've got Brendan Hooper, Mimas Tacos. I've got Alyssa Hooper, Mimas Tacos. Devin Hooper with the nutrition from the Nutrition Shack. But guess who just calls in or texts in? Brian Hooper.
Brian Hooper.
Now, that's Coach Hooper.
That's Coach Hooper.
Yes. I don't know what they're doing down there.
Well, I know what they're doing.
They're
They're
all
all texting one another and saying, hey,
Get
Hoopers, let's text in and get some
The
free stuff.
Hoopers just won the house.
Oh, what a nice kick by Sheck. Garcia can't get a shot off at the moment. Nelson comes up.
Nelson cranks, gets blocked. Canyon Lake still applying the pressure, but can give Gonzalez some credit here.
That was a nice defensive play right
It
there.
really was.
Well, give the Hoopers some credit.
I'm giving the Hoopers some credit. My goodness, the Hoopers have they cleaned us out
That's never
tonight.
happened. We've never had one family sweep the boards.
Well, they know how to text. We do know that.
Garcia takes the feed in.
And Ramirez pushing up. Sheck now with the ball. And here comes Gonzalez the other way.
What a game.
Hernandez, nice
clear.
job.
Very nice clear. Gonzalez looking what they're going to do here. Pressgrove has been on the ball everywhere this whole game, and here he comes again.
Pressgrove is just continues to just be a menace out there.
He does.
Look
and
at
he
that.
got pushed.
Oh, he hit that push. That's a free kick
And
right
that
there.
is almost in the box. I think we're going to get a shot and just outside of the penalty box here. We'll see what the call is, but that was right on the line almost.
That was
1 foot.
That was an absolutely great job by Presco, just coming up and just absolutely.
So here we go again. It's Nelson, and we know what happened last time
Yep.
from this side of the field when Nelson had the penalty kick.
18 minutes to go. Gonzalez getting in some fresh legs here.
So here you have Sheck on the outside, and you also have Garcia coming up. And, he's going back to the middle. No, he's swinging to the outside. So they're playing a little game here. But I think that they want to deliver this ball on the backside post, and I think you'll see a run by Sheck, and I think you'll see Pressgrove go to the outside here. Here's Nelson. He could take a shot on goal as well, and he does.
He does!
Oh, the post! Sheck is there!
It's free!
Garcia! Oh, and they counted
How did
it.
they go?
Oh! Canyon Lake! The referee says it went in.
It crossed, and he's going to say it hit
Whoa.
the inside the post.
Wait. Let's. Now they're saying
not.
no.
No,
They're-
they're not.
I thought that they said that ball crossed the line.
Clearly, he went like this. Well,
And the Canyon Lake players thought so too.
Yeah.
But apparently there was a handball or something in the box there. But Canyon Lake had multiple attempts at that.
Oh, my goodness.
And it's Nelson once again starting it off.
Sheck's going to have nightmares tonight. He had two pretty open goals in this game, was not able to finish on those.
Well, I will say those are toughies. When there's bodies everywhere flying, all you're trying to do is put a foot on it and hoping you can get it through the mass that's around there.
a lot of legs.
going back to it, Pressgrove is the one that started this all again, putting pressure on the ball,
Absolutely.
drawing the penalty kick, and basically giving Canyon Lake the opportunities here.
Pressgrove has played a really, really great game tonight. I mean, he's been, as I said, he's just been everywhere and has just not allowed Gonzalez to really get the ball out of their end time and time again.
16:45 to go.
So Canyon Lake has had their chances here in the second half. They've able to net one, but now we're looking for that go-ahead goal.
I'm still miffed on how the Hoopers did all that.
Miffed? How can it be miffed? They're winners. We've known that. They're just winners. What can I say?
Well, I know there's a strategy.
I'm
going
to get accused of giving everything away to the Hoopers. That's what's going to happen. That's what you don't see on Monday in my face.
Oh yeah.
Well, Kelly gave them away to the Hoopers.
Yeah. Well, I want to say, go on the record here. This was there were other numbers texting in. This is just the way it worked out, folks.
I will verify that they were the actual winners.
Because I've been accused before.
No funny business going on. Pressgrove's going to come out.
I know I'm Italian and everything, but hey,
Shuttlebauer back in, and let's see if he can apply some pressure here.
Some fresh legs out here on that left wing.
This second half has just been a thrill to watch.
And you sense that feeling that Canyon Lake is about to put one home here.
Oh.
And there is
a lot of activity on the ball right there, folks. I'm telling you what, and I tell you, Garcia just played so strong through that.
Cross and
beautiful cross. Shuttlebauer can't get to it. They're able to clear the ball out right there.
If you don't think either one of these teams wants to win, you've got 15 minutes left, and I think it's just going to get a little more chippy from here. So, looks like Ramirez to throw in. And it's a beautiful one. Shuttlebauer there, but Gonzalez clears. Then you have Nelson again. He goes to the outside.
Looking to keep it in.
And trying to set up the cross again.
Dangerous situation right here always as your defense is pulled way up.
Nelson back. He's getting some help there from Clark.
Midfielders do a nice job of keeping the ball in. Shuttlebauer is able to put it back over to Nelson.
Yep, and here's Sheck. Now he's takes a shot on goal and just a bit high. But here's what happens in Canyon Lake really fighting. Nelson takes a shot. He comes back, plays defense, wins the ball back with some help, gets the ball to Sheck right in the middle of the field, and you get a shot on goal. And if Canyon Lake can keep applying this pressure for the last 13 and some change here, might be able to net one here and walk out of here with a victory tonight. Gonzalez on the attack here, and a little pushing and shoving down there, and no call.
But I'll tell you, Garcia doesn't mind mixing that up.
They're letting them play.
Garcia's pushed a few guys around on the football.
And it's constant collisions out there right now. We've got an injured player on the field.
We're going to see what they're going to call right here because both of them go into each other.
And they were the ones that went out of bounds with the ball, a little push and
shoving.
And
that's going to be a yellow card. And Sheck is rightfully so, trying to calm his player down there. That's number 2.
Christian Ramirez.
And getting him out of the action there because Ramirez is upset. And frankly, both players were aggressively playing the ball there.
They were. And, I know you say, well, it's a little homer to say that's a no call, but, I mean, both were playing the ball aggressively. Obviously, the Gonzalez player looked like he got the worst of it, but he's given up a few pounds to Ramirez in that collision.
And here's what you have in a seasoned player like Josh Sheck. He comes over there, he sees what's happening, and he steps in and gets his player out of that situation because then when the red card comes, you're down a player. You lose the man. There's no substitution. You're playing a man down.
Yep.
And then you're in a bind. And so.
Well, here comes the kick.
They will get a free kick.
13:26 to go.
About 40 yards out at this point from the goal.
I think we had Pressgrove come back in for
we did.
Ramirez.
And Bell setting up the defense the way he wants it.
And here's Gonzalez pushing up some people. So if you could get a good clear out here, you have Sheck and you have Garcia up there. If you could get the ball to those two quickly, you could be in business. But you've got to stop this first. And it's a beautiful ball, Bell. Another good save, and he's going to try and get this out quickly. Here they come. Oh. And kicked off the back. No call.
Wow.
Shot on goal, and not really on goal.
So,
but Canyon Lake very upset here.
Yeah, go through that real quick.
So, as a forward, you cannot impede the kick of the goalie. Now, there's some question here because he had his back turned, and was it kicked off his back or was he there? That's one of those things where you can play smart and play dumb at the same time. And I'm not saying he did one or the other, but here's a shot off the side of the net.
Off the side of the net.
But there it is. You can be walking back, hoping that you get kicked in the back and set up a chance, but you cannot impede the kick of the goalie.
Understood.
We're going to have Xavier Espinoza come back in. He's going to spell Garcia on the defensive line back there.
12:20 to go in the game.
So even though Canyon Lake having some chances here, Gonzalez has had a couple of chances here. Both teams desperately wanting that go-ahead goal right here. And you can feel the intensity picking up.
Check on the ball. Here comes Shuttlebauer down the right side.
And
crosses.
Just off.
Shot way right to the right side. But, yeah, I understand what you're saying. That's a good analysis of what's going on, Chad.
It's kind of like a boxing match. You know, you're trying to fill out your opponent. You go through it, and now here you are locked in a tight match. And here in the who's got the juice left to finish the game?
Absolutely, because this is where the conditioning really comes in with about 11 minutes left in this game.
It is, and it's really who's going to deliver the knockout punch, because a goal here in the last 10 minutes would certainly be a knockout punch for either team.
Good job once again by Garcia. Is that Garcia? No, that was Espinoza. It was that on that ball. Nice job by Xavier. And check on the ball there. Ball goes out of bounds. He's going to quickly push it up.
And here come the Hawks attacking. Here comes Garcia. And no call in the box.
No call right there.
PK in the box.
Well,
I'm going to say no PK.
Well, I'm telling you.
The crowd here was looking for it, but they did not get it.
No, the Hawks fans certainly wanted a penalty shot there, but that is a very, very tough call. You know, when you're this late in the game, you want to be, as a referee, you want to be certain that it was hard contact. And there was some contact, but I didn't think that it deserved a shot, a penalty shot.
But after the game, these players deserve a nutrition shake.
Yes.
I mean, I want one now. This is making me tired.
That was Edgar Rodriguez that's come in as playing on that back defensive line now. So we've seen a couple guys play out, but you still got, Hernandez back there really just still quarterbacking the activity in that mid defender role.
So, Corey, if you could go out there and run for 40 minutes in one half and 40 minutes in another half, how many calories do you think you would burn out there?
Depends on –
Check centers.
Shot! And just wide.
Garcia just could not redirect it to the net. Oh, that was a great effort right there by Sheck and Garcia.
The answer to your question is really short. I wouldn't go I wouldn't burn many calories just simply because I would pull my hammy in the first 20 minutes at least once. Therefore, I would shut down calorie burn.
And Shadowbar going to get called here. We're just going to give a little penalty kick. No card. Wasn't. And
he's going to talk to him here a little bit.
I don't think it's going to be a card, but I think he's going to. This game has gotten
chippy.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah,
it's like
and that looked bad. I mean, obviously the player that he bumped down is a little bit smaller than him, but you just said it's getting a little chippy, and referee's going to say, "Hey, look, we're going to keep this under control."
Yeah, you don't want to keep giving out yellow cards and red cards and all that. He just got to get control, and I think that's what he's trying to do here. Gonzalez on the attack. Good defense on that side by Ramirez. Back to the center.
Uh-oh.
He drives in. Shot on goal. Oh.
Off the
Wow.
post on
And,
the outside
and that was
post.
scary. That was
Wow.
scary.
What a great move by Gonzalez, getting it downfield and that close in range.
I must have went off a bell because they.
Yeah,
they
it went off a bell, and he was in a bad spot. You had Espinoza on the other side dropping back to help, but Bell basically 1-on-1.
8 minutes.
And the cross.
Gonzalez trying to control here. Another cross in to the backside, and it's going to go out. And that's another one of those plays that is very, very scary.
7:55 to go in the game.
Gonzalez trying to get back on the offensive front. This is offensively has been mostly a second half effort by Canyon Lake in controlling that, using that wind. Nice job, Espinoza, just playing on the ball.
You see Canyon Lake really putting on the pressure, but now you have a little surge by Gonzalez, and they have some urgency right now. And you just cannot go to sleep if you're Canyon Lake at this point.
Nice throw in by Espinoza. Ball goes a little awry. Gonzalez controls.
To the outside. And Gonzalez, they seem to be wanting to set up an attack. Good ball movement here, much what we saw in the first half.
A good give and go right back there between those two midfielders.
And Canyon Lake's just got to be patient. I mean, there's 6:50 left, but they've just got to be patient. It's a 1-1 game.
Play the D. Right now it's time to play the D.
And here's the cross to the outside. And nice plays there again by Espinoza.
Espinoza's played a pretty good game on that defensive line over playing that left backer position.
Yeah, and you're always playing usually the best person there. You're right forward. Most guys are right-footed, and so you usually put your.
There's Pressgrove. Coach.
He's giving him some free coaching.
Yes, he wanted him to control the ball as opposed to keep trying to chase it down the field, and that it's not what he wanted. He got some coaching. Coach Schrader, and here comes Garcia. Nice job with the ball. Nice job with the ball. Tell you what, Garcia took that down the side. Pressgrove again, and they're mixing it up.
He's been around. Espinoza coming up, sends it. We're going to have a throw in. It's going to be Canyon Lake. So Espinoza to throw in here. 5:38 left in the match.
Nelson with the head.
And there's Garcia. And Gonzalez is going to let this go out of bounds.
5:25 to go.
So you feel the intensity here. Both teams
Just
wanting that goal.
Just building and building as we get into the under the 5 minute mark here. 5:15.
And you can feel it in the stands too, even though this wind is howling and it's getting colder by the
I can
minute.
feel it in my heels. And I'll tell you, both sides of the stadium have been getting a little rowdy the last 10 minutes.
Gonzalez on the breakaway.
Setting it up beautifully, and
Nice.
Hernandez came there and denied him out of there.
Hernandez. And now Sheck.
A beautiful ball by Garcia, and Sheck is there, and
Just can't quite get to it.
no. But
it's still alive.
the Hawks
Sheck's got
keep it in
ball.
bounds.
He
Sheck.
centers back. Good job by Gonzalez intercepting the kick by Sheck. They clear it.
4:26 and counting.
So here's where you've got to give everything you've got if you're the Hawks.
And Hawks, the defensive line is coming up well past midfield at this point as they're looking to try to keep the pressure in at this moment.
Nice play by Clark there. Nelson. Shuttlebauer to the outside. He's got him one man to beat if he can get around this side here. He crosses. Score! And that was Garcia from the cross from Shadowbar. Beautiful.
Well, you called it there, Chad. I mean, Shadowbar had one guy to beat. If he could get around him, he had a chance to center, and he did. And I tell you what, Garcia did a nice job getting himself on that ball and redirecting it into the net.
Yeah, and he was just right there. He timed his attack perfectly. Shadowbar across it, and he was right there and put it in the back left of the net. And you've got 3:47 left.
You can
Canyon
cut
Lake.
the intensity here with a knife. Wow, what a move by Shuttlebauer.
Yeah.
So the pressure now is going to come from Gonzalez.
Yeah, we'll see.
3:35 to go.
Begin to see Canyon Lake maybe stack it back in, play a little more defensive, take less chances, just want to milk this clock down with 3 minutes left in this game.
3:31 left and ticking. Gonzalez, you know that they're going to try to put some pressure here, but they are being patient still. And you see Canyon Lake committing everybody, with the exception of Garcia, back for defense. Gonzalez into it. Espinoza challenging on the outside. And here is...
It's dangerous right there.
Yeah, and kind of trying to do the same thing that Shadowbar do. Get to the outside, cross it, and hopefully you have someone there. But Espinoza played that ball well.
He did, absolutely. Kept his position between himself and the goal the entire time.
250.
And that one will go out of bounds, and more time ticking off the clock. 2:36.
They're going to take their own sweet time inbound in this.
Pressgrove right there, clearing it out, but here comes Gonzalez.
Long centered pass.
On the attack here. And the Hawks defense is just everywhere right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
2:12. You've got 2 minutes to get out of here, and the Hawks just playing about as hard as you can play.
Garcia done a nice job just positioning himself against that offensive player for Gonzalez.
I mean, right now, the Hawks are just winning every ball right now. And Espinoza will just clear that, give the defense time to set back
142.
up. It's 142, yeah. So just over a minute, and Schotterbauer knocks that back in.
Pressgrove.
Yeah. Gonzalez, you feel like, hey, they've got to make a run here, but Canyon Lake
just not allowing to really get good, solid possession on the ball.
No. They just swarming to it.
Shuttlebauer just does a nice job of just taking the ball back. It looked like number 14 over there had the ball, was going to be able to, Luis Garcia was going to do something with it, and Shuttlebauer was able to take the ball back from him.
1 minute.
And Garcia going to be called for the push.
Yep.
54 seconds.
Can Canyon slip one out?
Here you feel like Gonzalez might have 1 or 2 chances here, but 42 seconds. That is a big boot, and that may do it. There's 33 seconds. Gonzalez is in hurry-up mode.
Hernandez comes quarterbacking from the defensive line and just rockets ones out of the field of play.
And there's Pressgrove again, ending the attack.
Ending the attack. Just playing.
Espinoza.
15 seconds.
And we're going to get a penalty
kick right
so that
here.
will are they stop the clock, or they do not in the last few minutes, because we got 7 seconds, and I think the time is just going to tick away here. 2-1, and
that's going to
there's your ball game.
That's the end of the ball game. Canyon Lake comes away with a victory, 2-1 over the visiting Gonzalez Apaches. Wow, what a game, guys!
Wow, that was a tale of two halves, and really we can't underestimate just how much the win tonight really played a factor in terms of how offensive you could be in each one of those halves. And we talked about it early that, Canyon Lake was having a very difficult time getting on offense. That really wasn't the issue. they were really forced by the elements to have to play a defensive first half.
Right, and that's what we talked about. We thought Gonzales controlled the ball, but really Canyon Lake was playing a defensive game, and you sense that. And then in the second half, it was, hey, are we going to come out with the win and play an offensive game plan, in which they did. And you saw the difference in Canyon Lake with multiple opportunities. In the first half, there weren't too many. You had this check breakaway that went wide, but other than that, it was really the second half for the Hawks.
Well, Canyon Lake comes away with the victory against Gonzales, a little rivalry that's been going on for about 2 years now. And so we're going to take a quick break and come right back and close out tonight's broadcast. And we'll be back after these messages.
Hey, if you're looking for a plumbing service to do things right the first time, well, look no further than Cowboy Plumbing Services. Cowboy Plumbing Services, owned by Jared and Sarah Criddle, here in Comal County, will come out and do your home or business the right way the first time. Give them a call at 830-214-4133 or give them an email at cowboyplumbing@msn.com. Cowboy Plumbing Services, they'll do it right the first time. Look them up at cowboyplumbingtx.com. Cowboy Plumbing Services, the right way the first time. M36 742.
Hey Hawks fans, this is Faith with Elite Water Rentals. Summer may be winding down, but one thing's for sure. It's still hot in Texas, so come rent a pontoon or jet ski from us. We're open 7 days a week, and your safety and satisfaction is our top priority. Beat the summer heat. Call 210-347-3436 to reserve your time. That's 210-347-3436, or visit us on Facebook, Elite Water Rentals. Go Hawks!
Hi there, Hawk fans. This is David and Melissa Salcedo coming to you from Meemaw's Tacos. It's our favorite time of the year again, and here at Meemaw's we love supporting our Hawk athletics. Whether cheering them on the field or court, or feeding their muscles at the shop. We're open 7 days a week, serving breakfast and lunch. Whether you're looking for a simple taco like a bean and cheese, or a crazy fat taco with everything on it, we've got it.
We also serve lunch plates ranging from crispy tacos and enchiladas to flautas and nachos. Not to mention our ever so popular Frito Bandito and our big burrito, the Swamp Chicken. David and I would like to thank the Canyon Lake community for your continued support of our business, and we are proud to be celebrating our 3-year anniversary on September 4th. Thanks, Canyon Lake.
So come early, be loud, and stay late, Hawk fans. The SLOT Team Mafia is hunting for dinner.
And be sure to listen for Martelli to give away Meemaw's Tacos gift cards throughout the broadcast.
Go Hawks!
And we're back, Canyon Lake Broadcasting, the voice of the Hawks here at Canyon Lake High School as the boys soccer team moves ahead of a victory 2-1 over the visiting Gonzales Apaches. And what a great game it was as the Apaches took control of the first half of play. And then eventually Canyon Lake came in here and turned things around just a little bit. And we've got a senior here, Josh Sheck. He's going to do a little quick interview with Darren and Chad. And we'll get his 4-1-1 on the game and what changed things.
Yeah, we're gonna get him up here in the booth, get the headset on him real quick, and welcome him up here on after a fantastic game. Josh, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Excellent. So, wow, a tale of two halves, right? I think the wind played a huge factor in what you could do in each one of those halves. Talk a little bit about that.
In the first half, it definitely hurt us quite a bit because anytime we try and play those penetrating balls down to the corner, we just couldn't get the power on them, couldn't execute it very well. But in the second half, as you could tell, it we got them through almost every single time, and we had way too many shots on goal to only make this 2-1.
Well, I tell you what, absolutely, you had a couple that'll probably keep you awake tonight. A couple of shots, they look pretty wide open from my vantage point.
Just a few.
But well played, and y'all came out with a lot of aggression in the second half. Tell us what Coach said at halftime.
At halftime, he pretty much just told us that it was only one goal, and that we started off the first half way too slow.
Yep.
And that he knows that we were a different team, and that we just needed to come out faster and harder if we had a chance of winning this game. And we all took that to heart, and we finished.
Absolutely.
Well, Josh, I can tell you're out of breath here. It's a great game. You made a beautiful run there in the first half, and you had a one-on-one shot, and then you're going into the wind. And I saw there at the end you kind of were on the ground beating on it. I know you were disappointed with that shot. Now, flip over to the second half. You get the penalty shot from Nelson, who makes a beautiful cross. You're on the backside. So what did you see at that point? That was the equalizing goal.
Absolutely.
At that point, when Josh crossed that ball in, there were 4 players who jumped and tried to head the ball and clear it out. But as the ball was coming, I could just tell that it was clear over their heads. So I knew that as the ball was coming down, I had to finish it as fast as possible, and then I only had a split second to shoot it. And as soon as that ball came down, I hit it, and hopefully I hit it in a crowd of, I think, 3 or 4 Gonzales players, and it bounced, I think, twice, and then just ended up in the back of the net.
Now, is that something you guys do by design? I mean, do they put you on the backside for that very deal? Because it was a beautiful cross, and it kind of went through a couple of people and got to you there.
Well, for us, we have not actually worked on the outside of the 18 crosses for the free kicks. We've only worked on corners. And when we come to games, Coach Schrader, he just tells us to run it like we would a corner kick.
Yep.
And for my positioning, I believe that I am one of the better heading players on the team. So I kind of take control of that by curling around to the back post and just getting a firm head, whether that's redirecting it or putting it on frame.
So last question. I know you want to catch your breath and get with your teammates and everything else. Big win. Last year, Gonzales took both games from you.
Yes.
This year, this is your first matchup with them this year. So big win. What put you to 5-1 on the season? What do you believe that sets up for you going forward?
I think that Gonzales was definitely one of the harder sides we've played all season. Other than Taylor, I think Taylor and Gonzales were the two best teams we've played so far, and I think just seeing that we could beat these guys, it really builds confidence in the team, and to show that we can do whatever we want if we put our minds to it.
Well, Chad, we appreciate you Josh, taking a couple of minutes and joining us up here. Chad, we're going to talk to one other player here.
Yeah, we're going to talk to Ethan Schutterbauer.
Schutterbauer, okay. Well,
we're going to let Josh give him the headset real quick. Thank you, Josh.
Sorry, good game. I turned the wrong mic off there.
Okay.
Well, nice job on my part. All right, so we talk about the last goal of this game. Tell us a little bit about that sprint down that far side over there.
So I got the balls going down the sideline, and I saw Alex and I think it was Presco making a run on the left and middle side. And all I thought to myself was I had to beat this dude to make the negative pass because Coach stressed so much on making the negative pass because that's not what the team will be.
Right.
So I start running, and he catches up to me. I kind of put my arm out so he can't get past me. And then I go to make the pass in the end zone, and my left foot slips, fell down there. And I just look up, and Alex scored.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a great effort on your part, just beating the man to the edge, right? I mean, quite frankly, just an excellent effort on your side.
Yeah, and we talked about it as the play was setting up. I said if Schutterbauer can get to the outside right here and get across, we have a chance, and that's exactly what you did. Now, I know the defender was tight on you right there. I mean, were you just trying to do anything you could do just to get that ball to the middle?
I was trying to do anything possible. I didn't think I could make the pass. I thought something was going to go wrong.
So we talked to Josh a minute ago. He talked about this win and what this win does. Obviously, it's still early in the season, but at 5-1, playing a team that has been a tough out for you guys over the last couple of years. Tell us what this game, what do you think this does for you going into the second half of the season?
I think it's very important. Right before district, we just lost against Taylor. That was a really tough team. It just shows next time we play Taylor, if we play them in the playoffs anytime, next time we play Gonzales, we have an upper hand. We have experience against these teams. I think we could beat them.
Absolutely. Confidence is everything, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, excellent game. Congratulations. I know you want to go catch your breath and get something to drink. We really appreciate you taking a few minutes to chat with us. So nice work. Nice game.
Great game, Ethan.
And that was Ethan Shuttlebauer, and we were happy to have him up here with us tonight. And Chad, any last thoughts before we shut this down? Again, it was our first soccer game that we've called for Canyon Lake Broadcasting, and great to have your insight, have yourself there. I mean, obviously you played a lot of soccer in your day, so that certainly helped us a little bit as we went through that.
Now, I thought Canyon Lake did exactly probably what they wanted to do. Play some defense into the win, and in the second half, take your opportunities. And those opportunities came today. You saw the beautiful ball from Nelson and Sheck putting it in the back. And then Schotterbauer, another beautiful cross and a goal there by Ramirez.
Garcia,
should I say.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Canyon Lake, playing against a very tough opponent, has shown that, hey, this team is not just a team that wants to beat Gonzales or win the district. This is a team that can make a run deep in the playoffs.
And they want to. I mean, you can tell that they want to, and they're beginning. That confidence is beginning to build. And wins like this, at this point in the season, is going to pay big dividends as they get deeper into the season.
Yeah, and one thing I want to point out is don't discount the goalie effort today by Sean Bell, because
that's right.
He was phenomenal. In the goal box today.
Absolutely. There's at least 4 bullets that he managed well, and I can think of one that he just absolutely laid out on in order to be able to keep it out of the goal. So nice job by Sean Bell. Always got to have that defense. And Hernandez really quarterbacked the backers in that defensive line, and I think that last clear that he made was just tremendous.
He did, and then there's a lot of people that we're not even mentioning today. I mean, all around they get. Pressgrove actually played a great ball game. He set up the tying goal by drawing the penalty kick, which Nelson crossed and Sheck put home. But you can look across the board at every player here, and they played their job, and you've got to have that. You have to have 11 men playing their position to get a win, and that's what the Hawks did today.
Absolutely. Well,
you're going to wrap us up here a little bit?
We're going to wrap us up. We're going to do this again in Fredericksburg. Home game when Fredericksburg comes to town. I think we've got our soccer crew,
ready to go.
And
we got the A team.
Yeah, A team. We got the A team going.
And the B team.
I'm there. I'm hesitant to say any more sports gumbo.
Yeah, well,
over here about Fredericksburg.
Well, there's a history.
There's a wagon train out in 1845 to Fredericksburg.
I didn't know. Well, there's so much history on both those towns that no telling what we'll get. We'll get an hour and a half. We'll have to start that pregame an hour and a half before the game.
I know something about you can't have more than 2 Hefeweizens over at the bar before you go in the air. I know that for a fact.
That is for a fact.
That's for a fact. But anyway, Canyon Lake Broadcasting we're going to do the Fredericksburg game coming up. And stay tuned on Facebook and Instagram, and we'll be there to do it live. Right, Chad?
That's it. And
LJ,
I would encourage everybody, hey, we're not just doing football anymore. We're doing more sports. And if you think it's too cold to come watch the soccer, hey, tune in. This is a good soccer team. It's a good program.
Well, I'm telling you. Well, we'll close it out here. It's Canyon Lake Broadcasting, Voice of Hawks coming to you and signing out from Canyon Lake High School. Thank you all for support. God bless and good night.